I'm Michael Cassidy. I want to talk to you just a little bit about the law of attraction. I've seen this many times in my life and the life of others. After watching some of the videos, and didn't realize so much of what it was that was happening until I look back and I see that it is a fact that it does happen. I'm going to tell you a few cases of people that I've known that saw this power of attraction work in their life. I'll start off with my niece. She's a person that's a giver and not just a taker. She's a person that she cooks all the time for my mother and father. She's always about their needs. And she said, I can just think about something that I need and it just comes to me. I'm telling you, really, the law of attraction really works. It's not too hard to have it to work in your life if you have the right juices flowing, spiritually speaking. Being a giver, being a person of mercy and love, keeping that cycle going in your life. I think it's a natural law that God put in place, a mechanism to be able to give back to His people. And for you to have a vision for your life, to do a work for Him. She says that everything she needs, it comes to her. My brother-in-law, he says everything. Now he's a top fella. He's not a great speaker or not so much education, but he's a same type person that gives lots of things out of his garden to other people. He said that metal building I've got there, he said every bit of that came to me. I didn't even ask for it. We weren't even talking about the law of attraction. He said every bit of this came to me. I had in my mind to build this building, and it all came to me. I just waited on it, and it happened. And he's got a nice metal building out there. So I've seen many things happen that caused me to understand it. Okay, I know this particular fella. Okay, now he's probably a billionaire now. He's the richest man, I believe, probably in the county that we live in. He was just a regular. He had a 4th grade education. He's just a regular type fella, just a regular, real heavy set guy, just a regular pipe wrench type fella. And he's up there working on the water tower. He looks over at his friend, which his friend told me this, and I know him also. His friend told me what he said. He said, I'm going to be rich one day. That guy is filthy rich now. I mean, he's got one of the nicest, man. He's got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of acres of land. Of course, we leave it all one day anyway. But he owns a lot. He is filthy rich. He's probably a billionaire. I'd probably say he was a billionaire. So he said something and it happened for him. And I believe that's connected to the Bible completely. It says, given it shall be given to you. It says, when you pray, believe that you receive. You have those things. It's all connected into the I am that I am, the great I am. People say, how can a miracle happen? That this happens. They'll laugh at you when you say something about this. But really, there is a law of attraction that is in motion. This same fellow was just a regular old heavy-set guy. He's had operation now, lost a lot of weight. Still, he's a well upstanding person in the community. But he was just a little boy, 8 or 10, 12 years old. Well, he wanted to go swimming at the country club. His friend was a member of the country club. His friend's mother and father said, no, you can't swim here. You're not a member. He was just a regular old trailer park type fellow. He went to school probably to the 3rd or 4th grade maybe. So he must have been real young, like whatever it was, 8 or 10 years old when he was there. And he said, we won't let you swim here. You don't have a membership. He says, I'm going to own this place one day. And he said, I'm going to put my name right in the bottom of the pool. And he owns that place. But he should have said, I'm going to buy it at a real good buy, because he did. And his name's in the bottom of the pool. So there's something about an intention. Intentions. Believing for something in your life. Desiring things in your life. But first and foremost, being a helper of others. Being a giver towards others. This will cause this cycle to move in your life and to flow in your life. I've seen it in my life. I didn't realize what it was. I knew that it was something about faith. I knew that faith is believing and doubting not. Well, I was wanting to buy a place, have a place. I rented a place for my business. I wanted to have a place of my own. I ended up with 9 acres of land on number 9 highway in Sherall. Just fell in my lap. I had to backfill it. Well, all of a sudden, I've got probably 800 or 1,000 big tractor trailer loads of dirt and rock in here. But 300 loads of it came to me dirt cheap. I mean, just $5 a load. I mean, they needed to move it, and I ended up paying $1,500 for 3. Just about the fuel price is all I paid. It came to me. It all came to me. Well, I walked right after I backfilled. I looked at it. I was praying about it. I said, I sure would love to have a building on this place, Lord, but I'm strapped for money right now, paying the payments on this place. It's paid for now. And I'm buying a new house and paying for it. I need a building, Lord, but you help me work it out. Well, rocked on a little bit. Fellow down the road needs land for his trailer to put double wides on for sale. He's got a place where he sells double wides. He gives me a double wide, or he leases it to me, so to speak. Gives it to me. Gives me a title, and I can lease this land to him lease the land to him for the trailer, the double wide that's tied back together, put back here. Title put in my hand. It happened like I saw it. Well, those things are miraculous. But it's that law of attraction at work. Well, a pastor called me. He says, we need a disabled van. We got a fellow we're going to buy disabled. He had the right attentions to start. The attitude toward what he was doing. The intent of his heart was right. To have an attraction. But he said, can you help us find a disabled van? I said, I've never even heard where anybody's got a disabled van for sale at. Well, the last girl it was in business that day, she came into my business. The last person, she says, I'd be okay if I could sell that disabled van I got. I called the preacher right back and I said, I found that van. They went and bought the van. So, it all happens. There's something to it that's beyond us. We got to realize that we are connected with God. I'm not saying we are God, but God is in us. God is in us. And the power of God is in us. Well, I was needing a mattress. And I'm tired. I don't like spending money. I reckon you figured probably most people's like that. But I needed to buy a mattress. Well, I almost went and bought it that Wednesday when I was off. Now I'm not going to buy it. I came into work that Thursday, and I'm cutting people's hair all day long. The fellow looked up at me and says, Mike said, I've got a brand new mattress I want to give somebody. Or it's practically brand new. It's never even been used hardly. But I'm just going to put some new stuff on there. I mean, this mattress was brand new. I mean, it was, all intents was a brand new mattress. I said, I'm your man. I didn't have to buy the mattress. It came to me. I've seen the law work. I've seen the law of attraction. Little minute things I've seen happen, okay? If you have a thought about a friend, you say, well, I'll never see him again. Well, that might be God telling you that you're going to hear from him again. Or you're going to see him again. Well, I had a good friend, Richard McPeak. I was in the 5th grade with him in Cheraw School. And my cousin David was good friends with him too. And David, little skinny guy, and Richard, little skinny guy, went off to the Marines. They bookworm type fellas, you know. They regularly use the Marines. Real smart type fellas. And he said, guess who I saw the other day? He said, I was off in California in one of my classes, and they called out Richard McPeak, and I looked around, there he was in the class with me. I said, so I did hear from him again. And I thought I'd never hear from him again. Don't say never. Don't say never. You never know. Well, I was wanting just a little small refrigerator for my niece. I was going to give her for her business when she started it. I rode by the yard sale. There it was, $5. Picked it up. Needing a coffee maker. Wanted one of those real nice ones for $100 and something. I didn't want to spend the money. There it was, $3, almost brand new at the yard sale. I mean, little things like that. That's not very big, but I've seen the big things happen in my life. You know, just like a man, he says, I'm going to marry that woman, and it happens. There's something about that law of attraction. My mama says all I have to do is think about what I need, and it comes to me. There's something to it. This man became a millionaire out of just a fourth grade education, possibly a billionaire. This man looks and he sees, he says, I'm going to own this place one day, and he owns it now. I mean, the place it went down, he bought it for a song with hundreds of acres of land with that golf course. And he has really made it look good and really worked on it. And it's really a top-notch place. And this guy carries people out hunting all over the place. And he's got land overseas, thousands and thousands of acres of land. So he's filthy rich. But it was an intent of his heart. And if your intention of your heart, I believe, is to help others, first and foremost, I believe that the sky is the limit of what God can do for you and through you with the law of intention. I've heard people talking about it. I have not seen many examples, but there's just a few things that I've seen happen before I even really got that acquainted with the law of intention. Attraction, excuse me. It would be a law of attention. You have an attention to do something for somebody else, then God can bring something back to you. If you got the right attitude, the intent of the heart to do something for others, that's a good place for God to start with blessing you. So, the law of attraction. So, that's my take on it, what I feel about it. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Michael Cassidy.